Today we'll be setting up a brand new Skutt 1022 ceramics kiln. You can see it there behind me. High likelihood I screw this up, so let's get right to it. So as you can see, it was delivered by truck, nicely packaged. I've already opened the packaging up. I've removed the top of the kiln, and next what I have to do is remove the controller box there. Then these sections will unbuckle and I should be able to take them apart. Everything has to go from up here, several hundred pounds of this kiln, down there, down these steps, and into the basement and the pottery studio. This ought to be interesting. So next what we need to do is unscrew the control box, swing it out of the way. Now in theory this should swing to the side, which it does. There's a number of wires in here that are all marked that we'll disconnect before pulling it off. This should lift off, which it did. There's some buckles over here which should unbuckle and allow me to lift off each section. So I was able to remove the first section. This next one may be a bit heavier. So that leaves the base of the kiln right here to take down. Now for the power cord and controller box. Well, the disassembly was surprisingly smooth. I think it's a 0% chance that the reassembly goes as well, but let's take a look. Just for context, heading down the steps, the treacherous steps, clearly not up to code by today's standards, but 100 years ago they were. Into the basement and into the laundry room slash pottery studio. Okay, first step of reassembly is take the stand that was packed inside the kiln. Then we'll want to place it obviously on a non-combustible surface, concrete down here. Needs to be 18 inches from the non-combustible walls and any other equipment. We'll see if we have enough room once I put the base on. And then we want to be careful with the base to make sure A, that it's centered, and B, I figure out where the buckles need to be as I stack them, so it leaves me with the controller in the appropriate position. So I'm going to try and figure that out now. First, let's check the... That's exactly 18 inches. That's not. I can bring it over a few inches this way. 18 inches, 18 inches, 19 inches. Alright, so that looks good as far as placement goes. Now, for this one, truth be told, this is probably a two-person activity. So that one appears to be on. Could already tell I'm going to have a bit of an issue with, I'll have to shim one of these legs. Okay, next is going to be to reconnect the controller box. Power cord goes off to the right, which is convenient. That's where my power is. This should just hangs on there. You can see that each wire here is numbered and connects to the corresponding pin over there on the box itself. So first I'll connect them. Now simply screw it back together. And the controller unit is back on. No guarantee it's going to work, but it's back on. Now it's time for the lid, which is out here. Okay, so the lid's now back on. I had to do some work. There's some tensioning rods and springs in the back. I put on a lid stand over on this side. So it lifts very easily now for such a heavy lid. And I think that's it. Unfortunately, I can't power it up right now. I need the electrician to come in and make sure that my 240 connection over there is up and running. So stay tuned for a future episode where we do the first kiln firing, and I'll give you a full pottery studio tour. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, and bell button. Leave a comment down below if you are into ceramics and pottery and have your own kiln. And I'll see you again soon here in the arena.